What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out the 1.0 release for Halls of Torment, one of the highest rated and best survivors games that has actually been around for a pretty long time. There's a ton of new content. I actually had all the quests done in the game. Now I have barely over half of them. That's actually insane. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff to unlock. There's apparently a new NPC to unlock in the Frozen Depths who will allow you to permanently improve your characters through something. And then if you have played the game in a few patches, there's actually a couple new characters as well. The new Landsnext, I think. Something like that. Sounds kind of German. And then we're going to need a fire weapon to break out the new NPC, I think. So let's go for the Dragon's Breath. That's kind of cool. I think one of the upgrades turns it into a flamethrower that'll fit nicely. Let's grab some movement speed. I have an item over here that increases my attack speed based on my movement speed, so that's pretty nice. Then over here, let's grab a little bit of early pickup range. And then maybe I'll banish that, I'm not sure. I know the number of levels you could get in a run are somewhat limited. Like you would end up at like in the low 100s at some point. Oh, I should check what Force does for this character actually. Force is sort of a unique modifier for each different character based on the different weapons or abilities you have. Max duration for the gun? Yeah. So I guess that will allow it to travel further. Oh, piercing as well. Okay, that's actually pretty important then. It travels further and it can hit more enemies. Then for the grenade weapon, it looks like there's no force scaling for that. How about for Dragon's Breath? What does it do here? Max duration? 4.5 is already fairly long. I'm not sure it'll do a ton on that. And we're looking to turn it into the flamethrower weapon anyway, since that'll be cool combined with my rifle. So we have to melt him out of the ice, it looks like. And that's going to take a little bit to do. Let's go with some attack speed. Damage and force on the main weapon, that's pretty solid. Ooh, proficient stance for movement speed. I definitely want that with the boots that I have. Might need to scale up a bit so we can increase the base damage of the arquebus. It's the base damage. I can't open my thing here. Here we go. The base damage is 400, so that's 20%. That's quite a bit. We lose area on the grenades, but I think I want to try out the... Oh, there's force there as well. That would increase the piercing a lot. Let's see, what potions do you have again? That's the forgetting one, re-rolling. And then that allows you to take two different ones. I'm down for that. I kind of want to try a full rifle build, so getting a lot of piercing on it and a lot of base damage would be pretty helpful. And then for this character, apparently you sort of have to invest in either the rifle itself or the grenades. So we can go ahead and grab the second dedication here now. And I kind of want to try the full rifle, so we're doing that, and then some other points, maybe a full grenade build. I haven't really played around with this character much. 0.2 base movement speed. Does that work with the boots, since that's a flat modifier? My attack speed is 0.95, and then we grab this, and it goes up to what? 0.95. Okay, I guess that didn't work. Maybe I'm not moving when I pause there. No, it's still 0.95, so I guess base movement doesn't work then. Oh yeah, it says movement speed multiplier. So that was probably a bit of a waste, whoopsie. They actually changed the boots a little bit since the last time I played. So that might be different, I'm not sure. We have crit bonus and chance. What are the stats on that by default? 5% base and 400% bonus. It's okay. We could go ahead and grab that. There's actually very complex builds you can do in this game with all of the potion stuff, since you can like have 2 or 3 from the same category at the same time with the memories. And then you can double some of the really good ones with the tinctures as well. I'm gonna grab a little bit more pickup range so that we can easily grab all the XP. But I don't think you typically need to max that in this game, since there's usually a few magnets throughout a run as well. You start with one at the very start, which is that little hand icon over there. Let's go ahead and grab a bit more force for the rifle AoE. The Dragon's Breath actually seems to slow down a bit as it gets to the end of it as well. So that probably won't actually increase the distance it travels too much. Multi-strike area radius. It's probably fine. Might make it a bit easier to hit with it once we convert it into a flamethrower at higher levels. So this guy will have some type of new shard system that will allow you to permanently improve each of the characters, I believe is what it said. I'm not sure what the arrows on the side of that mean now. Oh, it's going off to the side. That one's going up. 40 sounds kind of low. Let's go ahead and grab a bit of range for now. More attack speed. Burn, damage, and chance. I don't think we're scaling that up too much. That's a grenade-based thing, which will actually weaken the rifle that we're going. So I could banish stuff like that, just to get them out of the pool. And then it'll be a little bit easier to roll stuff that we want to hit. The fire affinity stuff is capped based on your level. So if we get that, we won't be able to see it again for a while. And I think it only has, like, 3 maximum levels anyways. Damage and force for the main weapon, that's pretty nice. Damage projectiles. I think that's a projectile. I'm not sure if I can see it right now. Yeah, projectiles. So that should be pretty good. It's weapon proficiency, so we wouldn't be able to take both of those unless I paused one of them. I'm not sure just 20% damage is that good if we're going heavy on the rifle, since that's damage and force combined, so let's just go ahead and here. We have some more attack speed. Let's see. I don't really remember this stuff super well. Phantom Needles is a projectile and also physical damage, so that will likely synergize well with our main weapon here. Oh, this scales with your movement speed, and we're stacking that for the boots. That actually sounds cool. I think we can convert that into electrical at some point if I want to. Not really sure why I would here. We have another grenade-based thing, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then grab some more movement speed. Since that'll scale up my attack speed and one of my new abilities now. We have force for all projectiles. Sounds pretty good. I could maybe wait a little bit, see if we see anything else that's really good there, and just grab the base crit chance for now. I think that one's also a bit limited by level. The main weapon I think doesn't scale with multi-strike. It said it didn't when I was choosing the character, I'm pretty sure, but it chose 1.15 there? It's kind of weird. But this one has limited levels as well, so you won't actually lose too much by grabbing it. 1.2, so it actually did go up. Huh. Maybe it does work then, I'm not sure.
Thank you, traveler. I must have been trapped in this eternal cold for decades, maybe. I promise, I will make your efforts worthwhile. But this is not the time to discuss reimbursement. Meet me at the surface. Good luck.
Base movement, not falling for that again, although it's just a regular upgrade, so I don't actually lose anything by taking it. Oh yeah, we have some summon upgrades now because the orbs are actually classed as a summon as well. I guess we might want that at some point, I'm not sure. Probably just take a bit more movement speed, because why not? Won't improve my damage, but we'll be able to dodge stuff a lot easier still. You can actually save these scrolls on the map until you hit a breakpoint on your skills. I don't really care about any of these too much. I guess a little bit extra pickup radius. I think it's at level 3 and 6 on the abilities you can get the really strong evolutions for them, for the scrolls. It's been a while since I've played. We have base damage on the dedication here. Force is decent. I wouldn't mind locking that one as well. Force and spawns, what does that gain? It doesn't seem to have a force bonus. But the spawns might be decent to have more of them out. I think what I'm going to do here is lock the force for everything and grab our base damage for the rifle here. And then we could have 2 of the dedication upgrades here. Grab the second dedication now, get that out of the way so I don't forget about that. There's supposed to be an entirely new map added now with some sort of post-game added after that. And I believe you can actually recover some higher tier items now once you get that finished. Which is actually pretty interesting since there's some pretty unique scaling on some of the higher tier stuff. Region, defense, don't really care. If there's another movement speed available at that tier, that would be pretty sick. Oh, that's what I was thinking of, attack speed and movement speed for the summons. But unfortunately that does lower our movement speed multiplier, so that's going to be out for the build. So I think we probably want damage for the summon thing then. Weapon proficiency, there might be something else good here again. So I guess we'll probably memories that and then try and re-roll into something here. We have base movement, which isn't very helpful to me then. We do have another decent weapon proficiency, so we could go ahead and grab that and then get that one on the next level up. How's the crit looking on the rifle now? 20% total, pretty high crit bonus when we do crits. It should be higher, shouldn't it? We got the 0.15 flat, which should have brought it up to 20%, and then we have some percent modifiers on that, right? We had the piercing wind, which should have been 20% alone. I think we need probably 2 more levels on the Dragon's Breath still in order to get the first big upgrade for it off of those. So let's go ahead and grab the weapon proficiency since we're doing 2 of those. Ooh, attack speed and movement speed. That sounds sick for what I'm doing here. That's a proficient stance. I don't remember. There's probably something good there, so let's memory that and then grab the damage since you can only get a certain number of summon upgrades, and I think out of the 3, we probably want the damage for them. I definitely don't want to lower my movement speed, but defense I'm fine with. I just want to get massive movements and attack speed and then turn the rifle into a machine gun. Okay, we have a percent movement on proficient stance. That's definitely good. Multi-strike main weapon. Doesn't that not work? I swear it said something about multi-strike not working on the rifle, so... Oh, you know what it is? That's probably from the archer, actually. Let's go ahead and grab the movement stance. So I have the mark of the arrow, and the multi-strike is probably from that. We have attack speed for Dragon's Breath, movement speed, ability, huh? I should probably try and get this up to level 3 so we can actually take some of the scrolls here and start upgrading it. Force projectiles on dedication. Not sure if there's anything good here. This only needs 2 more levels to be maxed out, I think. Yeah, I guess we'll probably take that. So yeah, I don't want to lower movement speeds. There might have been something else on dedication that was good. I don't remember. I kind of want to wait a bit and see. I haven't really looked up stuff for the builds here. Although I used to do that all the time for builds in this game. I plan out like the exact potion levels since you can do a ton of min-maxing and really push your builds to the limits in this game. But that's just way too much stuff to do when you kind of want to just jump in and enjoy the game a bit now. If we take this, then I can go ahead and grab the scroll, so I think I'm fine with that. So Dragon's Breath knocks back enemies and increases direct damage by 100%. Ooh, it counts as physical. That would give us all physical. So that should probably be pretty good then. And then that should make it work with this. On hit with physical damage, chance to do an AoE proc. Yeah, that's perfect. Still haven't seen anything here, and that's not useful to me. So I guess we can just take that other upgrade for it at some point. So we can go ahead and grab some percent damage for now. Does that movement speed pickup increase my attack speed, I wonder? 1.15 total. And then I'll have to check that once it fades if I don't get any more upgrades for that. Try and keep him at the right distance to hit him with all of my balls. We have some more percent damage. We can probably just go ahead and grab this one. Lower movement speed, nope. Probably just take a Dragon's Breath upgrade to get that out of the way. Movement speed, I do like that for the balls. Let's go ahead and grab our first level for that. It does make them orbit me a bit further away, which could be good or bad depending on the situation, I guess. Base movement speed. I'm gonna grab a little bit of regen to help us top up. And then hopefully we find a second useful upgrade for that one thing that I have stuck in the shop soon. Let's see. Magic, so probably not super useful. Clay Golem is actually kind of interesting since we already have a physical summon. I think you have to make him go either fire or electrical at some point. Might not be ideal, might be okay. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna stick with these two, and then try to go super hard on the rifle, since you do have a limited number of level ups to go. Another damage, I'm fine with that. Proficient stance, multi-strike main weapon, the archer stuff. That's also level 4. Oh, crap, I forgot. I took a level 3 for something then if level 4 is already in the shop. Yeah, I kind of forget about stuff like that sometimes. Get sidetracked. Well, at least now we know. And then level 4 is when you get some of the really powerful modifiers, so if I see anything super good there, that'll be a good opportunity to use the doubling tinctures on something. Let's see, burn, multi-strike area... I think multi-strike in area sounds nice on that. Or actually range. That should be pretty helpful when we turn it into a flamethrower. I wonder, did they add new items? Damage cast holy lights. No, I've had that before, but it looks like I never recovered it. So we have crit chance and crit bonus at proficiency. I like that movement speed. I'm not sure if there's anything else good on proficient stance though. It seemed to be mostly survivability stuff there. Or no, that's dedication. There's probably something good on proficient stance then. So let's do this. And then for these, that's decent, but it's not like super exciting or anything. Probably just gonna grab the crit chance and crit bonus. I mainly just want stats like movement speed and attack speed that actually like feel super impactful more than just a bit of damage. So we have a good proficient stance here, attack speed and movement. So I'm thinking I double both of these just because it would be funny. So we have that one locked in. We can go ahead and grab this one doubled for massive attack speed and some decent percent movement speed, which then gives us even more attack speed. We have force for projectiles, that's at level 3. I think we're going to go ahead and take this and see what else we can find. Movement speed and range, sure. Force for projectiles, or damage on that. Actually, having the lowered range could be pretty good, because I think the orbs will actually complete an orbit around you faster. So if you can keep them at the optimal range, that will also increase the damage of it. Although movement speed will kind of help out anyways if you're increasing the range of it. I think I'm fine with that. I think the one thing about how I am building this character is that I don't think the orbs actually scale with attack speed, and I'm kind of stacking attack speed just because it's funny. But it won't really scale up my second bonus ability. Base attack speed, that's pretty solid. How much is the base damage on that? Minus 20, 100, so it actually is a decent penalty. That's almost not really even a damage increase, other than allowing it to burn more often. We can probably find something better for that, I think. Just take the orbs for now. Yeah, that stat might actually be for just burn stacking, maybe. Ring blades are actually pretty good. Additional lightning and apply spark to enemies. 100 damage per stack. Each stack decreases the tick time. Sounds like that's still the same as it used to be, but they changed the name to Spark. I remember these have some useful debuffs, but I think we're just going to stick with the 2 on this run. I think Ring Blades actually would have been one of the best in slot abilities though if I had remembered that. Mainly for the debuffs and being a physical ability at the same time. Yeah, attack speed with no downside, that's not bad. But since we saw 100 base damage, we know that doubles the base damage for it. And that's massive once we turn it into the flamethrower version, I think it is. Force is okay, damage and crit bonus. I kind of don't like lowering the area, but it's okay. We could just grab the +1 orb, actually. That's pretty nice. We could take this. This one has pretty limited levels, I think 3 max, and it's also limited by your level, so that one's pretty easy to max out. Base movement, not super helpful, but it would look funny. Oh yeah, I think that was level 6 on the orb. You can see what this gives. An additional orbit lane in the opposite direction? Sounds good. Let's see, regen health, don't really care about that too much. Transforms damage. That would actually be bad since they're physical. And then we would lose the passive from the physical item. So I might actually have to banish the 3 different elemental surges to avoid these. I don't think any of these minor damage over time effects would really do a whole lot for this build. So yeah, probably better if we just keep it physical then. And then we can take the Bulwark 2 for now. Spark damage and chance. This is a 3-pointer as well. We might want to take that at some point, but right now I don't care. gonna run around farming XP for a bit and then grab the magnet on this side. I don't remember if there's anything useful in dedication yet. So I guess we'll just take this to sort of pass the level for now. Guess we'll take the Swift Feet to max that out at level 5. Most of the generic stat passives go up to 5 levels, so you max them out and it'll be slightly easier to hit cool stuff. 0.15, I think this one has a limited number of levels as well. We could go ahead and grab that. And then let me see the crits on this now. 26? What? Is this not getting the base crit from the piercing wind or something? We should have a base of at least 30% now, right? From just the piercing wind alone? We can get this one since it's fairly limited. And then I'm kind of waiting to see if there's something cool at dedication again, and we can memorize that. Another Astronomer's Orb speed is not bad. We can also max that out, but I don't really need to. Level 3, I think that's the absolute max for that. Oh, I don't mind losing health, and that would actually give more of the orbs. That's actually fine. Let's go ahead and finish that one off. Some more force, I think. Get that gun AoE up. How is that looking now? Up to 15 piercing. It's probably more than I can even line up now in a single shot. So we need a second one for that. Is it actually ready yet? I can't see what level it is here. I guess I can wait for like one more level and see. Okay, level 7, so it is ready. Didn't seem like there was anything else useful on dedication, so I guess we go ahead and take the base damage for the Arquebus. So we can get the Flamethrower, where every 200 hits, burn damage multiplies by 1.01 and base attack speed by 0.99. Interesting. But that definitely doesn't fit the build here. So we can go ahead and grab the Flamethrower to fit the build, which we wanted from the very start. Now these guys are playing like some medieval game, but I have like army weapons in the game, a flamethrower and a rifle that we're converting into a machine gun. They don't even know how screwed they are yet. I guess we don't need to save that troll since I'm only doing 2 abilities here. Oh, that has a chance to apply Fragile by default. That's actually pretty good, right? Fragile is direct attacks, yeah. That's probably too good to pass up then, actually. Burn chance, nah. We can take some multi-strike to apply more debuffs with that. Base crits, what's that look like? $33 and $62, so it's nearly doubled. It's not terrible. Could go ahead and grab dedication force projectiles. What does force do on transfixion? Max duration. And also damage mod per hit? The heck is that? Is that like a damage penalty if multiple hit the same enemy or something? Or why is it at 0.7? Weird. Let's go ahead and grab the force projectiles. We can max that out, get it out of the pool. Crit chance, crit bonus. I'm not sure I really care about those on it, mainly using it to debuff. Damage and crit bonus, which will multiply together, that's not bad. But yeah, you can see we're kind of spamming quests with the sheer number of them added into the game recently. Not even doing anything special, just a regular build. Multi-strike is good since that's more debuffing on it. And then area radius will also make it a bit easier to hit with it on top of that. Ooh, effect on hit chance. That'll make it do even more fragile. That's pretty good, I think. What are those little glowing lights? I don't think I've ever seen those before. Am I supposed to follow them to something? Multi-strike area, that's okay. Multi-strike area is pretty good there as well. It seems like they're going in a specific direction. Oh, is that a boss that they spawned? The Cascading hearts? I don't know what that means, but okay. We actually want to save that magnet until right before the boss, I think, if possible. To maximize the XP. Oh, we just got a free one, it looks like, anyways. We can max that out. I'm fine with that. Oh, there's more of them. I think. Where did they go? That would take 2 more levels to max out. I guess we can work on that. Give a little robot to melt with the flamethrowers. Modifies crit chance main weapon, increases on damage with spark, decreases on damage with main weapon? What does that mean? Increases force based on damage dealt. 50% at 10 million. That would have been kind of cool if I had that at the start, so I think I might save that so we can start with one of those later on. Did the lights disappear? Yeah, it looks like they disappeared. Oh, there's some. It's kind of hard to tell exactly where they go because they go so far so fast though. That's a big damage. But we can also max that out and see if there's anything cool I want instead of that by waiting a little bit. Base crits, probably not. I think I'm gonna take the transfixion for now. Or debuffing power on that. Let's grab the crit damage. Or actually, percent damage is probably better. And we'll only need a couple more levels to max that one now. More attack speed, more debuffing. Yeah, I just don't see the lights. Weird. Probably finish that off real quick, even though it's not the most useful. Yeah, I just don't see the little floating lights again unless I'm missing something. I moved to where they traveled to, but I can't find them again. Rip. 25,000 damage with a single hit. More effect on hit is pretty good. Sure. So we can send that up so I can start a run with it. And then I think you need to find an item off of bosses or something in order to send up more than one per run. Oh, there's some lights. How did they even get over here? What? Like, they went in the complete other direction, right? So we can get projectiles behind us, and all of them can apply Affliction, which is the fragile for damage over time, which isn't super useful. But we don't really want any other skills anyway, so it's fine. What is that?
With his cold, beating heart removed, all that remained was relentless hate. Mesmerized by its pounding, the Lord's last lieutenant captured it and disappeared into the raging blizzard. Only the ghostly lights, deep in the frozen hollows, may know where the hating heart is hidden.
The hating heart that I found like 10 minutes ago? I wonder if those were just leading to the quest thing there then, since they all disappeared here. Oh, there's some more. Okay. Maybe they all just lead to the one thing and I already have it, so it just seems kind of weird right now. Yeah, I guess they all go back here. Okay, I guess it's just the one thing then. So it probably has some sort of debuff on the boss of the stage. I remember finding a quest like this for the very first stage, and it would do like 50% of the boss's HP when you got to him, but it would also scale up with damage debuff, so you could instantly just like nuke him if you had a heavy debuffing build, which is kind of funny. But I have no idea what it would do here. We can grab another % damage. Thunder Charged Gauntlets again, have both of those. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we can really do anything else with the lights now, so I guess it was just the one thing for some sort of debuff. Multi-strike in area is pretty solid. We could just take the big damage for that. Actually, I'd still need to use that since I haven't found anything super cool. So something like that might actually be a contender for it, but we'll wait a little bit and see if there's any other interesting stuff. Although I actually am almost out of time, so we have to do something soon. 40% on hit chance, that is a lot. And that'll buff everything else we're doing, so that's a pretty good one, I think. Multi-strike area radius is pretty nice. We have several memories left, so I could just grab some stuff for that. I don't know if there's anything super useful. We'll lock that one, grab some extra range for it, I think. Can go ahead and grab that now. Still have 2 more memories. I haven't seen any other upgrades for that, have I? Maybe we do like this, and then do a couple rerolls, see if there's anything. Crit chance, that's okay. May as well at this point. Can go ahead and grab that one now. Burn chance, nah, we'll take a bit of area, I think. Will probably help the orbs the most. And those should have pretty good damage now with the extra traits added onto that. Base damage, how much is that? 25 plus 5 is actually quite good, that's 20%. I think that's better than +1 orb, but we can probably just do both of those. Grab our other orb. And the base orbs actually get multiplied by any sources of the percent summons. We got 1 level and the summon thing at 1 point, but you can take more of those. And I think there's some items that actually give that effect as well. So you can actually get an absolute ton of orbs if you try to go for that. We just had it as sort of a random thing here, and there's already that many anyways. We can max out the damage now. Seven seconds left. Grab that maximum magnet value. try and keep them at optimal range for both the flamethrower and the hordes at the same time, while also moving for the food bonus if I can. The heart is beating for some reason. I have no idea what it's doing. Have a portal, finish your run and leave the halls? What happens if you just stay around here? You can't bring anything back, it seems like. Looks like ice guys very slowly spawn. Or no, I guess... Oh yeah, they do slowly spawn. I don't know why you would want to stay here, maybe to finish off a quest that you're close to or something. So it looks like basically everything was around the same damage. 4.9, 4.7. I think that's burning? Yeah, burn damage. Huh, 4.5 with only one weapon. And we had almost no investment into that. The AoE damage ring was about 2 million. That's not too bad. 3.6 on our debuffing weapon. Wow, that we got towards the very end. Ton of quests, jeez. Ability Morningstar, I didn't see anything about that, huh? Looks like we got a bunch of unlocks though. And we can check out the permanent upgrades you can get from the sculptor guy. Let's go with the same character, see what she has.
Good to see you again. And thank you. I'm Brother Marcus. The abbot of my monastery had an unhealthy obsession for the lords that rule the halls below our feet. So much so, that he dedicated a large part of our scriptorium to their research. When the manic ramblings of survivors ceased to satiate his curiosity, he started organizing expeditions to the halls himself. The rest is history. Albeit the horrors I've witnessed have robbed me of quiet sleep forever, I have gained valuable knowledge about the halls in return. Whenever you slay one of their lords, bring me the torment shard they leave behind. The power they hold can be permanently bestowed upon you. Please, join me for a moment.
So, there's something to do with the items here. Those are the uncommon variants of it, I think? And that's the base version? What about the hero upgrades? Oh, okay, you get a tiny bonus to one specific stat for every boss you kill, and invest into that, it looks like. Seems pretty small. Can you actually invest anything into the items? It doesn't seem like it. Looks like just a way to see the other variants of them. Guess it's useful to have that in the game at least, but I don't see anything you can actually do here. So yeah, I guess you get a tiny 1% or 0.2% increase to one of the stats. Sick. Not really what I was expecting, but I guess it's permanent boost.
I hope you return unscathed.
Are there any new things for the passive thing here? Looks like no. So I guess I still have everything. Other than a few items which we'll need to farm up now. Where is the guy over here? You're supposed to be able to buy them from someone here, right? But he's gone.
It is good to see you.
Still have all of the potions. Look like that's still the same.
Take good care of yourself.
But the item guy is gone. What? tribute to enter the vault. Oh, that's the new stage here. Yeah, we need to try that out at some point now that we have the new NPC unlocked. Huh, this seems to be all new. Interesting. But yeah, that's the full release for Halls of Torment, one of the best and highest rated bullet heavens that has been around from fairly early on. And there's a lot of new stuff now. Tons of quests to constantly work towards, lots of items, lots of different stages. We're up to 281 now, sick. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.